since she busked on the streets of Paris and sang with a traveling cabaret troupe, Italian cabaret troupe, in her early 20s. I'll let her complete her introduction, but we're very lucky to have her. Welcome.
Well, thank you very much all for coming. I do call myself a philosophical cabaret. I want to say, I'm going to explain what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do one song on the piano, then I'm going to walk around a bit while I sing, and then I'm going to finish up on the piano. Now the first one I want to do is, well, let me give you the theme. Since most of us are retired, I'm thinking about what are the songs that are out there, what are the popular songs? Very few of them are written for people our age, or from the point of view of people our age. All the popular songs are about love, jealousy, loneliness, love, breaking up, love, you know. But there's a certain perspective that I think we get as we get older, hopefully. And what is that perspective? And what I want to do tonight is sort of explore that. What is the elder perspective? So the first song I'm going to do on the piano is, I hope, from that book.
If I knew then what I know now, so many things I would do the same. The chances I blew when I had no clue. I can't click undo, life's just a learning game. If I knew then what I know now, it would have been clear that some things weren't even sacred, but it was only the blues taught me to stand in your shoes. It's the things I didn't choose make this a learning game. Sometimes I wonder how things would have gone if I'd taken the path, not the one that I'm on. But which one would that be? There's no way to know. Life's a forest of choices. Time runs the show. But I know now what I didn't know then. A miracle is the life I'm in. My knees may not hold, not always quick to be old, but age is solid gold in this learning game. I have now what I didn't have then. I am in awe of the life I breathe. My knees may not hold, not always quick to be old, but age is solid gold in this learning game. Knees may not hold, not always quick to be old, but age is solid gold in this learning game. The next one I want to do is inspired by an amazing book that my daughter wrote called Permission to Speak. And she is focusing on the problems that women particularly have when in public speaking. Because if you go to Google and ask, how do I give a good public talk, it will tell you, lower your voice, slow down, control your emotions, a bunch of things that are trying to tell women to sound more like men. But in fact, what she believes and what this book is about and what has so inspired me
Is that, did this just turn off?
Yeah, you turned it at 12.
Hello?
Not working? Now. Who knows how to say. She feels that the way to really be authentic is to say what you care about like you care about it. Not hedge, not pretend, be honest about it. So caring out loud is really the goal. Yes, this is the book. That's my daughter. And this song is simply inspired by the book. She walked up to the podium. Her heart was in her throat, clutching in a sweaty palm her wilting page notes. Everything rested on tonight. She knew her stuff, but she was up against a man she needed to tough. Lights were shining in her eyes, a sea of faces stared. Her breath came fast, she was sure she picked the wrong thing to wear. How crazy is this world, she thought, that not to be outdone. I have to play months of charades for this race to be won. She ran a mental checklist of all she'd been advised to do. Lower your voice, take a power stance, don't get emotional, that's taboo. Well prepared, she memorized her intro plus a joke. But all that came to mind right now was it felt like she might choke. Focus, she demanded, and her brain did do its part. But her body was in fight or flight, her mind miles from her heart. On the treadmill in her mind, wild outcomes cycled round. She gripped the wood, her knuckles white to calm the flutter down. Somewhere there's a power deep in every mind. Somewhere there's a power not easy to find. Somewhere there's a power that belongs to womanhood. A fierce, primeval force for life buried beneath the shoulds. He stood 10 feet across the stage, a smirk upon his face, certain that his opening words had already won this race. As she hesitated, he leaned into his mic and made a crude crack about her. His people heard and the moment, as if it drew a line between the her she used to be and the her of this new time. She was simply certain she was the one that had to lead. She could not let this bully win. She thought, I have what they need. No podium to hide behind. She had enough of fear. She was gonna tell the truth tonight. Oh, what else was she here? She ditched the joke and intro, felt hope rising from the crowd. She raised his mic up to her lips and let herself care out loud. Somewhere there's a power deep in every mind. Somewhere there's a power not easy to find. Somewhere there's a power that belongs to womanhood. A deep, fierce, primeval force for life buried beneath the shoulds. Armor reflects the sun. You feel like the invincible one, but the truth of your soul only shines through the holes. That's how trust is won. Armor reflects the sun. You feel like the invincible one, but the truth of your soul only shines through the holes. And that's how trust is won. That's how trust is won. I'm sorry about this microphone. It goes in and out, and there's not a thing I can do about it.
It didn't matter.
Thank you. So, in 2020, I was invited to perform at a national conference of physicists. One of the things that I do is I perform at conferences because I write songs with content and often about the subject of the conference. So I thought, all right, I'll put my concert together, and then of course COVID hit, and it was postponed for a year. I thought, a year? Well, I have time to write something about physics, but what? How can I write a song about physics? And then it was postponed for another year. Didn't happen until 2023. So I had plenty of time, and I thought, I can't write a song directly about physics, but I can write something about a person that physicists all admire, and that is Galileo, whom you see up here at his trial. If you're not familiar with the story, Galileo was the scientist who proved that Earth could not be the center of the universe, and for that he was threatened with torture by the Catholic Church unless he took back his theory, which was heresy. So Joel, my husband, wonderful husband who's operating the lyrics and things up here for you, he and I were invited to speak on a panel at the Wilma Theater in Philadelphia after they were putting on the play Galileo by Brecht. And I was shocked at the number of people in the audience who thought that Galileo was a coward for retracting his theory. He should have been tortured. So, I wrote this song as a kind of an answer to those people. The legend goes that as he was being led away into house arrest, he was not tortured, he retracted his theory, but he was put under house arrest for the rest of his life. As he was being led away, the legend goes that he turned to his student and he said, "Eppure si muove." It still moves. The earth still moves. So that is what this song starts from. It doesn't matter what the heretics say. Listen to the church. Earth is unmoving till the end of days. Listen to the church. Earth is the center of the heavenly spheres. In the great chain of being, God placed us here. It doesn't matter what the heretics say. Listen to the church. He heard about an invention and full of hope. Galileo brought lenses for a telescope. He trained it on Venus, and there he saw the proof that we had been waiting for. Venus had phases, so it circled the sun. Earth was not the center, the whole cosmos was undone. They led him to the dungeon. The Pope showed him the rack. "It's this," he said, "or take your theory back." Galileo looked in horror and began to shake. "You're right," said, "I'm wrong. My theory was a mistake." "Master," cried the student, "how can you now give in? No one will believe us if you let them win." It doesn't matter what the church may say. Earth still moves. Over men, they may get their way, but Earth still moves. It doesn't matter what we say or do. Earth isn't listening to them, me or you. It doesn't matter what the church may say. Earth still moves. He whispered to the students, "Yes, I did pretend remorse. Earth doesn't need my pain to keep it on course. It will sail on forever. Let the Pope cry heresy. But this is how God made the earth, so God agrees with me." It doesn't matter what the church may say. Earth still moves. They could torture me night and day. Earth still Galileo understood something that is still a problem today, and that is people think that there's inherent conflict between religion and science. But what Galileo understood in his time was the conflict was between the church and God. Or as we would put it today, I think, the conflict is between dogma and truth. Okay, so let's move on to the next one here. Yes, okay. The Monk and the Samurai. So unlike all my other songs, this song is based on a very old story, probably 600-year-old Japanese Zen story. I was at home baking lunch one day and the radio was on, and somebody told this story on the radio, and I was just stunned. It was just an incredible story, and I thought, that's a song. So I immediately wrote it down in the form of a poem, and then I thought, yeah, learn how to music. You can't. I couldn't strum a guitar to this incredible story. What music could possibly be worthy of this story? And people who are creative have all experienced this feeling. Sometimes an idea just falls into your head out of it. And what fell into my head at that moment was, I think that the arc of the story is the same as the arc of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. And thinking about my daughter's book, Permission to Speak, I have permission to write. So this is kind of a weird combination of Zen and German romantic music, but they fit together in an uncanny way. And one of the things that's so good about this combination for me is that the story is deep but short. And by doing it with the Moonlight Sonata, it slows the story down enough so that it's possible to really grasp its meaning. Okay. To Before I do the last one, I just want to say that I love it when people respond to the content of my songs. If you want to have any kind of a discussion or say something about the content of any of these songs afterward, I'll be delighted. So my last song is actually one that isn't quite finished yet. I'm still working on it. Nobody's heard it yet. Not even my husband hasn't heard it yet. Although he's heard me practicing the music for sure. And it's one more exploration of my theme of elder perspective. How the world looks different to us at our age. What a joy yesterday hearing from you, like a voice out of the past. You floated in on the telephone. Whoever thought such feelings could last and last and last? Oh, the pain yesterday, hearing from you. So many years out the door. I know who you're looking for, but I'm just not her anymore. Not anymore. Cinderella doesn't live here anymore. Cinderella doesn't live here anymore. She was waiting while you traveled songs. So I have started a Substack. Does anybody here not know what a Substack is? Yes, that's what I expected, because I didn't know what it was either until I did it. So Substack is a new platform online for writers who don't want to have to go through publishers and be vetted and all that stuff. They just want to get their stuff out there. But it turns out that you can also post songs amidst your writing. So I have a new Substack. You can sign up for it, it's free. And if you do, you will get a new song from me every week, along with thoughts about why I wrote it. What does it mean to me? What is the background of it? So it's called the Philosophical Cabaret. You can go there by just my name, NancyAllenAbrams.substack.com. So just, go there, sign up. You don't have to do anything else. In your inbox, a new song will come every week. Okay, thank you so much, folks. This is